What is up, everybody? Invite back to the Crypto Rush, your home for your crypto fix. I'm your host, Triple Vent Winkle. Ideally, everybody had an astounding Wednesday. Ideally, right now your day is finished or you're driving home from work on the grounds that before you know, the end of the week is here. I plan to remove the remainder of the week, yet I just got a lot to do. We truly do have Friday off, which is something delightful. Perhaps I expand my excursion. I take Monday and Tuesday, giving me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Regardless of what direction you see, it's 5 days off and in brief time frame to return. I believe that is what's underway for good old tier people. In this video, we got a great deal to go over. A Bitcoin drawback. Is there any? I got you covered. Eleanor Tarrant, fascinating tweet coming out on the grounds that this will integrate with what Steve in their off has been talking about. And yes, the claim, the sensation news that he has it is genuine. I got you covered. We will discuss new on request liquidity. Indeed, XRP passageways, and afterward we will bounce into Pay Heavenly Messenger. Who is it? What are they? How are they doing? XRP. You will need to stay close by to the finish to hear this one. Moving right along. We should bounce into it. Markets, they don't look horrendous. Not going to mislead you. Bitcoin $35,425 is at present up 2% in the beyond 24 hours. Ethereum is yet coming in at 1,888. It's up 0.69%, has expanded a little since today. USDT and USDC both coming in at their dollar stakes. As XRP gets hopped by BNB, drop into that number 5 spot. It's up 1.8% in the beyond 24 hours, and it's up 0.3% inside the last hour, coming in at 0.696. It needs to return to that 70 to 72 penny range so we can keep continuing on vertical. Recall, the higher the value that XRP goes now, the higher the cost we go. Before this bull run kicks into full stuff, we see $1 now. I'm calling it. We will see $1. We will see a $10 XRP when the bull cycle is finished. We see $5 now. We will see a $20 to $25 XRP, and it's exceptionally basic. Bitcoin driving the way as consistently took up the money market cap $1,342 billion. Sound Crypto put this out. He goes, it's quite important that in the two situations in the running triangle, we shouldn't anticipate seeing Bitcoin dip under 34,500. Credit accepts that the base for Bitcoin is in, and it could be people. I'm not persuaded until Bitcoin gets to that $40,000 to $42,000 territory. That will be my conviction. That is where I accept. Once we break 48K, I will turn full bull mode. Until further notice, Bitcoin is simply floating around this $35,000 mark presently. Can't seem to break into that 40K imprint. I'm not turning bull. Terror isn't bull at this time. He'll turn bull very before long. Imprint my words, people, and everybody will be aware of it. Hello. I simply need to bounce on and say I'll be going home for the weeks from work and Twitter start tomorrow. Nothing awful. I simply have to stir things up around town. Button as this crypto. I know I'm presumably going to miss a ton, and nobody could cherish that damn Bitcoin spot. ETF will get endorsed, or get some will emerge and say he claims like 100 Bitcoin or something like that. Anyway, you know what? Well done on your break. Totally astonishing. However, Stephen Roth truly tolls in on this. Furthermore, we has the hotshot news going along the methods of Ethereum in the debasement with Gensler, Henman, and Clayton. He has every one of the records, the messages of every individual who was associated with the Ethereum ICO and who was buying people. Charles Hoskins is on the rundown. There's a lot of names on that rundown. He attempted to carry it to the consideration of both Eleanor and Charles Gasparino, and they continue staying away from him and overlooking him. Can't help think ing about for what reason might the people pulling the strings be advising them to zip it at some point. Shut it, don't cover it. Stephen Roth said, gee, first Eleanor doesn't recognize my reality, then she will not have anything to report until 2024, and presently she's going home for the weeks from work and Twitter. She truly appears as though a fine journalist, and Charles Gasparino never responded to my straightforward inquiry. For those Maxim, you haven't seen a single thing from me presently. You're either savaging or blind. In addition to, you didn't peruse my court filings. Well, next court filings are in the possession of my lawful group, not Twitter. He goes, I couldn't care less. Assuming that Fox covers the story, I care of columnists of being quiet by degenerate authorities, and, surprisingly, some significant level writers, columnists have been reaching me for interviews, yet I can't talk freely to correspondents yet for lawful reasons. Yet soon he will, and that is the point at which the fervor goes down. People, the story is getting global inclusion, as I said, ensured that both I came public, and you'll see with yourselves. Oh, WNIs in weeks, not months. It's up. It's warming up. It's emerging before the year's end. We will figure out all that. We will see each and every individual who's associated with it. And Michael Soto told, and he says, Stephen are off. He has a case, it exists, we will be delivering every one of his filings soon. Recollect 2 or 3 weeks people. As his lawyer, I simply wish you would quit talking up to that point, yet he is extremely anxious to share his experience in spite of the fact that I will not dive into the subtleties. I will say all that he has said is valid, and he has every one of the receipts to demonstrate it. Are you messing with me? Recollect what he said. He accepts XRP has no roof, people. Goodness, we are in for a friggin' treat, and as L says, we got some new crypto passages empowered. This is emerging from swell is coming. There's continuously astounding news emerging from Expand. They said new crypto empowered quarters with on frag. Allow me to give them a follow from the UK, Australia, and the Bay collaboration gathering the GCC payout. 27 African nations. We presently have 3 new installment hallways among Africa and the other world. People discuss reception, discuss utility, and the terrifying part is that we haven't even seen utility kick, and they're not about to bounce in and cracking flood the doors. They will begin going endlessly sluggish, and it will begin building. You understand what this does? This is the manner by which fabricating the case for institutional reception on the grounds that the foundations see where XRP will go and all the utility it needs to. Wouldn't you say the establishments know the recipe for progress? Utility in addition to reception, in addition to a tad of hypothesis sprinkled on top, will present to you your value. The image is being painted. We are so right on time. There are just so often in this reality where you can say you were here before the organizations. This would one say one is of them were at the familiar said expected and phenomenal on Explore was continuously going to be significant of note. They are associating accomplices pay holy messenger individuals and Zari to move of on break over wave installments. So you presumably asking what's swell installments? Well, Fury separates it for us. He goes, will XRP actually be utilized? By all means added to the rundown. Yet, kindly refer to sources. We realize First Wave is portraying it as need might arise of decentralized trade with worldwide liquidity choices for swell clients, smoothing out client onboarding into new business sectors, and further developing item execution. President Monica Long has depicted the new item swell installments as a solitary onboarding experience. She's talking about this right now too. To the point, swell knowledge article notes with a solitary onboarding clients are presently ready to get to almost 100% of worldwide payout inclusion, to more than 70 payout markets, to Swell's global installment networks. People, 100% of worldwide payout. Now we have formally vanquished the whole world with XRP payouts. Likewise noted last year, AI was presented. AI capacities were coordinated to proactively deal with the liquidity needs of clients and backing an assortment of exchange types like interdepository settlements and business-to-business payouts on request. Liquidity as a term has vanished from promoting through the capability is clearly now we as of now see it not as much as print. It's excessively bulky. No doubt about it. You've seen the term ODL disappear. They're simply rewording it. AXRP is as yet being utilized now. Swell installments will be depicted as crypto empowered, so you will begin to see swell installments out there. What is swell installments? Clients' interest for installments and numerous hallways and monetary standards. What is clear, the emphasis is on installments remains. Swell's vision has as of now as forever been a move esteem as consistently as data moves today, and a center occupant of this life. Smoothing out cross-line installments utilizing blockchain-empowered arrangements. The blockchain will utilize the